Hi there, I'm Chef Eric Crowley, owner of the Culinary Classroom in West Los Angeles, and today we are going to make vanilla bean creme brulee. The ingredients that we'll need for our vanilla bean creme brulee are 1 pint of heavy cream, 1 whole vanilla bean, 5 egg yolks, 1/3 cup plus 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and a little pinch of salt. I'm going to take my 2 cups of cream and begin to scald it. That means I'm going to pour it into a medium-sized pot, and I'm going to bring it up just until it starts to break a boil. Before I start to heat this up, I'm going to take my vanilla bean that I've scraped the seeds out of. You can check a video on how to do that at Mahalodotcom and start to heat it up. While it's scalding, I'm going to go ahead and take my egg yolks and combine it with my sugar and a little pinch of salt. Blend them up really, really well with a whip. And you may even notice as you start to blend them together, the yolks may actually start to lighten up in color, and that's absolutely fine. They may actually thicken up a little bit too. That's fine as well. Our cream is starting to scald. I have bubbles that are coming around the rim of the pot, as you can see right along here. Once you got that little bit of bubbling, and you got some nice bubbling going around, that's it. You're ready to go. And start to slowly pour the hot cream over the egg yolk mixture. Get the cream to land on the wires of the whip if you can. So I'm going to take my custard mixture, put some of this into my cup, and I can take my measuring cup and proceed to pour it into my custard cups. I'm going to wind up taking some hot water right off of the boil. Really nice and hot. Water from the tap is just not going to be hot enough. The towel will actually help to keep the cups from sliding around. The towel is also going to elevate the cups off of the bottom of the pan so water can actually circulate underneath the custard cups and help to speed up the baking. After I have these filled up about to where the water level comes halfway up the height of the cups, these guys are going to go into a 350-degree oven. I usually check them after about 20 minutes. And what we're looking for when we're checking them is we're looking for the custard cup, when we give it a little shake, to have a jello-like jiggle to it. So once our custard has come out of the oven and allowed to cool off, we also want to refrigerate it overnight if we can. We're going to go ahead and we're going to sprinkle some sugar on the top of this and make our burnt sugar crust in order to make a creme brulee. I'm going to take some granulated sugar and sprinkle it evenly all over the top of the custard. The more sugar you wind up sprinkling onto the custard, the thicker of a crust you will produce. And once I have a really nice even dusting of sugar, I'm going to come in with a propane torch. I have one here that's got a plumber's nozzle on it, so I don't have to turn the torch upside down. And I'm going to take the flame and slowly lower it onto the sugar, and you can see how the sugar starts to melt. One of the things that's really important is that you move it around. You don't want to let it set in one spot. I like to focus on the sugar that hasn't been melted yet. It's going to send up some smoke, so you want to open up your window, turn on your exhaust fan, and definitely try not to breathe in the smoke. It'll make you hack. And you can see how the sugar starts to go from a clear sphere to a golden and then a deep amber sphere. It's starting to caramelize. And we're actually going to be blackening it. The word brulee means to blacken in French. You want to burn this sugar. It's about the only time I'm going to tell you to burn something. Notice I'm going to move the torch around, focus on the unmelted white portions of the sugar. And if I think that it's burning too rapidly, I can pull the torch up and keep moving it around. And there we're getting a really nice burnt sugar crust on the top. And there we are. That is how to torch, how to burn sugar on top of a creme brulee. Okay? Our goal here is to have, once this cools off, it's going to form a really, really hard shell. It's going to have a slight bitterness to it in addition to the sweetness. And that's kind of the juxtaposition we're looking for. Looking for a really sweet, creamy custard underneath and a really hard, crackled, slightly bitter, sweet sugar crust on top. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on other links so you can get other recipes. If you don't see something that interests you, email a request to requests@Mahalodotcom. Also be sure to subscribe so you can get lots of wonderful additional information. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.